You know, Libby, you look at the footage there at these universities, and it reminds me of what we saw 4 years ago, the Summer of Love. They called it out in places like Seattle, where they had Chaz and CHOP in these encampments. And it was really threatening, obviously, public safety. There were a lot of issues in those situations. And you see it here. I mean, the students can't go to class because their safety can't be guaranteed. The protesters are winning in this case. I mean, even New York's Governor Kathy Hochul apparently stopped by Columbia University today to make some remarks, say that, you know, they stand with the Jewish community. But my goodness, you have to wonder at some point why they're not rounding these people up, even though we all support the First Amendment. But when it's threatening public safety, why are they not being removed?
They're not being removed because the Democrats are afraid of the far left progressives that hate Israel. And these are people that they are actively courting in Minnesota and in Michigan. We saw that there was, during the primaries, a big movement to vote uncommitted to protest Joe Biden. That was very clear. What's also true, though, is that Joe Biden ran his presidential campaign in part to, against Charlottesville and what happened there. And the remarks by President Trump, who everyone said that he had both sides the issue of the, protesters and the counter protesters at Charlottesville. And Biden is both sidesing this issue here. He wants his cake. He definitely wants to eat it as well. We're seeing that clearly. He wants these kids to come out and vote for him. So he's afraid to say to them, you're out here actively hating Jews. You're out here actively calling for the termination of a nation that is an American ally, a staunch American ally, and he doesn't want to say anything against them. So that's why his statement was so vague. He's not going to come out and condemn these students because he would lose Ilhan Omar and AOC and Rashida Tlaib and their whole faction. So that's what we're going to see. We're going to see Democrats both sides in this thing. Ilhan Omar said the same thing. She put out a statement on X talking about how anyone who's detracting from the cause of these students is just co-opting it to try and make them look bad. We've heard this language before, and I certainly hope that the American people don't let it fly this time.